What's up, guys? Today I'm going to do a little segment called, I don't think I ever decided what I was going to call it. Tom's tips about stuff. I like that, tips about stuff. I got the idea when I was standing around with some coaches the other day and we were complaining about things that coaches complain about. And I thought, this is stuff that kids should hear. This is kind of a random list and it sort of bounces all over the place. There's definitely more things I couldn't think of. So I'll probably do another one. These are just a couple things that I think are important for youth lacrosse players, high school lacrosse players, even college lacrosse players. Of course, there's examples like, hustle, those kind of staples in coach speak that you'll hear all the time. I'm not really going to talk about those. Those are important, but we're going to go a little deeper. Some of these I'm going to go into a little bit of detail about. Some of them are pretty obvious and self-explanatory. So let's get to it. Number 1, learn to string. Just do it. It's time. You don't know how to string at this point. It's not too late to start. Get going. Number 2, understand the rules of the game. That's it. Self-explanatory. Makes sense. Do it. Number 3, if given the opportunity to play up, take it. Your playing time may not be great, but you will be practicing with bigger, better, faster, stronger players, and that will make you much better in the long run. Number 4, don't ask to play up. If you are in a position to play up, if you are a prospect to play up, your coaches know about you, your coaches will handle it, and don't let your parents ask to let you play up. It's not going to be well received. Number 5, parents, relax. If your kid is a superstar, things are going to work out. If he's not, you grasping at every single opportunity to make him shine, it's just going to sting that much more when he quits his junior year of high school because you overextended him. Just chill out, let him play. It's a game, and we play it. Simple as that. Number 6, let your coach know if you have a learning disability or if you have ADHD or something that might make it more difficult for you to absorb what we're coaching. And I say this because there have been times when I find out, middle of the season through a conversation with mom or dad, oh yeah, he has a learning disability. And I'm racking my brain thinking back, did I yell at this kid about something he can't control? I can't ever remember a time when I would have gone back and had guilt about it. It's much better if we know that, there are certain things that you're not going to be able to get. If I'm just barking orders on a field and you've got some auditory thing where you're not processing the information, let me know. I can get a whiteboard. We can do different ways to help you learn. And if you're not getting it, a coach, we're not that bright. We don't automatically go to learning disability or auditory processing disorder or something. We think, this kid's just not paying attention. This kid doesn't want to be here. So let us know early on and we can help you. There's no shame. Everyone's different. Everyone learns differently. Number 7, if your coach is anywhere near GLE or below GLE, do not shoot. I've seen it too many times where kids just grab a ball after a water break, coach is setting up cones below or something, and kids start shooting. Balls are whizzing by. That's ridiculous. You're going to hurt somebody. Control yourself. Also, maybe if your teammates are below too, but they have helmets, so I'm not that worried about them. But don't shoot. Don't shoot unless it's time to shoot. If your coach sends you on a ball hunt, put them in your stick, put them in your pockets, whatever. Don't just throw them back to wherever we're counting balls. All that does is, the ball goes in this direction, bounces, rolls 25 yards that way. All we're doing is another ball hunt after we've thrown the balls in. Carry them in or roll them in, and then you can kick them a little further if they didn't get far enough. Don't throw them in. That's just stupid. If we're digging them out of the cage and we're throwing them back up to the top of the box, they're going over the 50. It just wastes time. Get every kid in the drill to go grab a few balls. We'll put them in our sticks. We carry them back. We're golden. Number 9, learn your teammates' shooting tells. Everyone's got a tell. A tell is a certain thing they do, a certain motion, a certain movement, a certain stance, a certain way they hold their stick that shows that they are about to shoot. You're practicing with these guys every single day. You can learn every one of your teammates' shooting tells. What that helps with is that if we are running a fast break and we're expecting we're running an L fast break and we're expecting him to hit the point man to then run our break, if we see that, oh, wait a minute, we're one of the bottom points of the L, we see, oh, Jimmy's gonna shoot. We can step below GLE to back that shot up. If we can't read when our teammate's shooting, and he's coming downhill fast and he shoots when we're expecting him to dish it, we don't get the backup. That's a goalie ball. It's going the other way. Not good. And that's a good segue into number 10. If your team this is one of my biggest pet peeves in lacrosse coaching. If your team is man up and we're in like a 3-3, don't be the guy who shoots the ball immediately after the restart. Ref blows the whistle, we crank it, or we get one pass, maybe two passes, and we're ripping it. We haven't moved the defense. We've done nothing to open up our offense and get them. We want the defense doing laps. We want them getting out of position by rotating. We're man up. Let's capitalize on that. If we just whistle, restart, shoot, that we don't have a backup. If we're all above GLE in a 3-3, that's their ball on a man up. That drives coaches crazy. Don't be that guy. Get the defense moving. Make sure you give up the okay shot for the better shot. Give up the better shot for the great shot. Number 11, make sure your stick is legal before every single game. It's not that hard to do. If you don't know how to do it, get a teammate to do it, get a coach to do it, or walk up to the refs at the table before the game and say, "Excuse me, sir, can you tell me if this is legal or not?" They're happy to oblige. They don't like calling illegal sticks. That's such a crappy penalty to call, and it's huge. If it's a 3-minute penalty, that's game changing. Don't be that guy. Coaches are furious. We don't have time to check your sticks, so make sure you understand stick legality, make sure you check it, and make sure it's legal. Number 12, don't yell at your teammates for mistakes. It doesn't do anything except put you in a bad light. I know kids who, will yell at a teammate for making a bad pass, and then a minute later, they'll get butthurt when someone mentions the bad pass they just threw. I tell kids, once you can play this game without making a single mistake, talk all the crap you want. But until then, you want your teammates to like you. So just shut up, be positive, be supportive, play the game. Number 13, don't question the refs. That's not your job, and it has never helped in the history of the game a player going palms up, asking, the ref what he's thinking. I like coaches who have no palms up rules, where you go palms up, you're going ass down on the bench. If a game ends close and a ref has blown calls throughout, instead of thinking, oh, that ref blew the game for us, you gotta ask yourself, why was that game close in the first place? What mistakes did we make that could have prevented that game from being so close? Number 14, don't try to be a tough guy on the lacrosse field. These guys you're playing against, these opponents, the defender who is covering you, the attackman you're covering, when the ball's down here, talk to each other. And if you can't talk to each other, just be civil. I guarantee you have more in common with the opponents on the other team than just about everybody you go to school with, aside from the lacrosse players. You guys share the same passion. You're playing the same sport. You're going through the same stuff day in and day out, trying to get homework done while also going to practice, trying to get better, getting yelled at by coaches. You all make the same jokes. Seriously, get some new jokes. Everybody grab a ball. Right or left, coach? 15, cut your fingernails. 16, wear deodorant. It's time. Parents, if you notice your kid stinking up the place, tell him to wear deodorant. Buy deodorant for him. Fill his room with deodorant. You're not going to hurt his feelings. You're going to help him in the long run. 17, dry your pads after moist practices. There's nothing worse. Like, you get that pad stink on you, it doesn't wash off easily. Like, I'm driving home from games after shaking the other team's hand, and my car stinks, and I'm like, oh God, it's on my hand. I keep Purell in my car. You guys are gross. Yeah, moist pads turn into stinky pads. Moist is a gross word, but so is crusty. Crusty is a gross word, but think about this. It'll blow your mind. Crusty is moist after it's dried. Disgusting, right? Two gross words, totally related. Don't let your pads get crusty after they've been moist. Ugh. Last but not least, number 18, be excellent to each other. Try to be cool. Try to build each other up. Don't tear each other down. Just don't be a tool. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Sorry if this was boring or annoying or gnawing. Just some things I wanted to get off my chest. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video.